So what I'm going to do is push the search button while I'm in music. And these guys in the crew were telling me about this band, Phoenix, who's a French band and apparently had their music get played during a episode of Entourage. I guess people heard it, and now Phoenix is trending. I want to be sort of keeping with the trend. So I can type Phoenix in here, and you see the search result. I can touch the artist result. Here's Phoenix's artist page with all of their albums, and if I want to choose an album and just hit the play button, within a few seconds, I'm now going to be hitting the service. Because I'm a Zune Pass subscriber, I don't have to pay, I don't have to authorize, I can pretty much listen to whatever I want. My phone is like a giant virtual jukebox that's connected and lets me play millions and millions of tracks just by hitting the search button in music and typing what I want. It's a killer experience. I'm really having a great deal of fun with this as a feature of my phone, in the car, with friends. I feel like I can kind of stay up to date with what's happening in music. So that's music. Now, I mentioned that these third-party applications can integrate into the Music and Video Hub, and this is probably a good time, just before I transition into games, to talk a little bit about third-party applications. Steve mentioned it. You probably have seen some of these tiles on here. I want to give you a look at some of the thousands of applications that people are developing right now. We have really terrific development tools: Visual Studio, Expression Blend, the Silverlight Runtime, and literally hundreds of thousands of developers have downloaded these free tools and are working on Windows Phone applications right now. So I've opened the eBay application. You see here, it automatically signed me in. It tells me I have an item up for sale and that sale is ending today. It populated with deals. I can pan over and my eBay shows me what I've been watching, what I have selling. It shows me messages. It shows me what searches I have saved. I recently did a search to see if I could pick up a Connect a little early. You know, I thought maybe on eBay. And that search was saved. Unfortunately, I could not find any Connect devices just yet, so a few more weeks. But you get the idea. The eBay application here is using controls in a development environment, which makes it fit right into the Windows Phone experience. So it, too, is delightful. As Steve said, we want the phone experience to be always delightful, whether you're using our software, third-party software, or no matter which phone you buy. We're trying to make it easy for end users, but also for developers. So that's the eBay application. Now I'm going to jump in. I'll show you one more, actually two more example applications. Let me scroll down here and choose IMDb. I'm a big movie fan. I like going to the movies. I like renting DVDs, this whole thing. And so I'm personally super excited to have IMDb on Windows Phone, and I've been using this a lot. When I go into IMDb, again, the user experience should feel incredibly familiar. It's a hub-like experience. There's what's happening today. Here's top news coming from IMDb. I can pan over and get a full menu of choices. And what I'm going to do here is choose under Showtimes the movie Buried, which actually sounds kind of cool. I haven't seen it yet. And the application uses the location and platform capabilities to hit the service, tell me what theater it's playing in right now. So it's just one touch away to find out information about the movie. If I want to read more, as you know, IMDb has a very rich database, lots of great stuff, images, trailers. I can pan over and browse the work of the people in the cast. I can explore reviews. I can look at trivia, and so on. So that's yet another application example, IMDb. And the third application I want to show you is the one that Ralph talked about a little bit earlier, AT&T UVerse Mobile. One of the main ideas that we've had in Windows Phone is enabling our partners to do meaningful differentiated value add and integrate it in with our user experience in a way that's elegant. We like to talk about elegant coexistence so that the user gets a natural experience that feels like it was designed intentionally. When I bring up the AT&T UVerse experience, you see here, there's featured content. Here's all shows that are available. I can type in and do a search. Here I'm going to touch all shows, and you get a sense for the kinds of things that they're populating the service on now. You know, I'll scroll down there, you get a sense of that. My girls are starting to get influenced by their older cousins into this whole Hannah Montana thing. I'm sort of happy that UVerse is going to have Hannah Montana. I can get a summary. I can see the cast. I can see more shows that are like this. I can download and just start watching that show so I have something to hand my twins and help them be a little bit entertained at. That's AT&T UVerse. And really the point I wanted to make here is not only are we seeing a lot of really great, compelling apps and services come to the device, but the user experience is consistent and delightful. And we think that's going to be one of the things that people are going to like and make these things much more useful. Last up, I know you're all interested in our gaming story, so the last hub I'm going to show you is the Games Hub. Windows Phone will be the only phone that gives access to games that work with Xbox Live. So whether you're a console user or just somebody who's enthusiastic about having a phone that's more fun, we think Windows Phone is going to really deliver on that. When I come into the Games Hub, you'll see I've got 2 invites to play a backgammon game with somebody. We wanted multiplayer gaming to be natural, front and center, because that's what Xbox Live is about. It's about connecting people and helping them enjoy their experiences with each other. So I could accept one of these game invites and start playing a game. Or I could go to the collection view where I'd see all of the games that I have on the phone. You can see here I've got a couple installed and a couple that are being promoted to me from the service. The Spotlight gives me news and information about Xbox Live, new releases, places to get tips, and so on. And over here, this is really sort of the main Xbox Live part of the panorama, the place where I can see my gamer score, I can see what achievements I've earned, or see my avatar. One of the things that we've tried to do here is make that experience as rich, complete, and delightful as we can, not just for those serious Xbox Live users, but for everyone. And one of the cool things about the Xbox Live experience is the avatar. I just touched the avatar, and I'm now running an application called Xbox Live Extras that lets me do rich things with my achievements and my gamer score. So there's my avatar. And actually, my sister has gotten on Xbox Live. She's not a hardcore gamer, but let me tell you, she loves playing with her avatar. And she's 40, so it's not like I'm talking about a young sister. I can go in here and change my feature. OK, not that. Don't tell her I said that. So what I'm going to do is go in here and change my style. This is what my sister likes to do. So I can go in here and choose different shirts. I can choose different hats. I'm going to choose to accessorize. I might go in here and add an earring. So let's see what my choices are. A simple hoop sounds like a good thing. I'll choose that. There's my avatar with an earring. I'll say OK. And one of the really nice things about avatars is it makes the gaming experience more fun. You can earn prizes. So here's an example. I played enough to earn the MTV Video Music Awards Moon Man, which I have to admit I'm pretty proud to have earned. Not as proud as he is. I mean, he really seems to like this thing. I'm not going to try to imitate that. I'm happy I have an alter ego to handle the dancing on my behalf. You get the idea. The experience is fun. It helps connect people to their phone. It helps connect them to the experience they'll have on the console. And it helps connect them to each other. These kinds of things are publicly visible for your friends to see as well. So it's a way of making the whole community experience part of what's great about the phone. I know you're going to be curious to see some games. So I actually have a couple I'm going to show you. The first one here, and I'm going to switch phones because some of these games have a startup time that I don't want to spend in the demo. The first one I'm going to show you is a cool game called Elo Milo. Now, the idea of Elo Milo is to get these 2 characters, Elo and Milo, to meet. So the game's going to finish loading up here. It's going to zoom in. These games were developed using XNA, which is a development framework that works both on the Xbox and on the phone. And this game actually was under development for the Xbox when the developers decided, wait a minute, this would be great as a phone game. So I'm going to start navigating away here, moving Elo around. And you see how this is real 3D. If I tilt the phone, the accelerometer enables me to look around the world. And on the first level, that doesn't really matter that much. But later on, Elo and Milo go all over the place. I'm going to push this button to swing over here to Milo. And we'll get him moving. And when they meet, there's a little happy moment. And they spin around, and you can get a sense for the performance characteristics. These phones are going to be amazing game machines. And with games developed that are happening on the Xbox platform as well, we think people will have a terrific experience. This game, Elo Milo, will be available exclusively on AT&T phones this holiday, and it will be coming to the Xbox console a little later as well. So that's Elo Milo. The last game I want to show you is a game that I personally am excited to play because I had played it a few years ago, and now I will have it on my phone. But before I show it to you, I want to make an announcement, which is that we're proud to say today that we will have EA available at launch as one of our Windows Phone gaming partners. EA is bringing a suite of titles to the phone, and the one that I'm going to show you first is The Sims for Windows Phone. So this is just finishing up loading here. You're all familiar with the Sims franchise, where you have little people and they live in little homes. So there's my little Joe character, and I can make him walk around and go into different rooms. I can change features of the house I'm in. I can use the phone's capability to do things just like pinch zoom and pan around. You notice there, my fridge is flashing because I think it's going to break and the game wants me to repair it. It says it's a cheap fridge, so I'm going to have little Joe go over there and fix it. And since this is an Xbox Live, okay, there we go. My sim is not in the mood for that. I have not been taking good care of him, so now he's going to annoy me. Yes, I get it. Thank you. One of the cool things about this, because it's an Xbox Live game, is you can earn achievements and increase your gamer score and share that with your friends as you go about your gaming experience. So that is my demo. I apologize that took a little bit of a while, but I really wanted to show you all the richness and capability and how I can make the phone really personal and about me. Before I leave, I do want to add a little bit of information about one additional feature. Our phones support an update mechanism, so we can get software updates out to people and continue to improve the experience over time. And one of the things that's nice in the way we've worked with our hardware partners is that all the phones will get the updates. And I wanted to announce today that we've heard feedback from a lot of people who've had our technical preview. There's a feature we're going to bring onto the phones in early 2011, copy and paste. This is a feature that we initially did not put into our development schedule because we focused instead on things like automatic touching of phone numbers and touching of addresses. But we're hearing from our customers, we're going to get this feature in, so everyone who buys a Windows Phone this holiday will be able to get an update with copy and paste in early 2011.